My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. It's Defect Day. Ooh. Ooh, bones? I'm feeling lucky, punk. Stone Humidifier. Whenever you rest at a rest site, gain 5 max HP and the Nutritious Oyster. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 11. And then we also get Writhe, which rides its way into our opening hand, being an innate curse. Interesting. If I get a 4 rest on this line, I'm probably going to end up using 1 or maybe even 2 of them to end up resting. So that's 10 more max HP. So starting with 21 more max HP in exchange for a curse? I don't think it's that bad. I mean, of course, it doesn't actually really give us any direction in the run. It just gives us a larger barrier of how many mistakes we can make until we lose. I mean, let's take the best card on offer there, Glacier. Ooh, you know what? Let's get so much max HP. Absolutely. Chosen Cheese. Every time I take a fight, I'll get 1 more max HP. Lose all of my gold to transform 2 cards. Now that's good. I will absolutely transform a strike and a defend here. Voltaic and Feral. I mean, we've got a direction now, but the direction sucks. We have no support for Feral in this entire deck. And our support for Voltaic is that it will summon 2 Lightning Orbs now. But that's okay. Worry not, it only costs 3 to do so. Hotfix, Cool-Headed, Cold Snap. Hotfix. Ooh, Potion Belt. Wow. I'm gonna rest before the boss here because I don't have much in the deck, so I'm really gonna be scrambling my way through this boss. Place a strike. Got to keep up the aggression. I think next up we just play the Voltaic. It's 3 lightning now? Actually, that's probably not good enough. I expected to take about this much damage. Stone Calendar! Ooh, that'll really help us. The end of turn 7 deal 52 damage to all enemies. Barrage, Claw, double energy. I mean, the deck is thin enough that I feel like putting a single Claw in here with that Feral, we should just do it for the safety's sake. I don't think we're a Claw deck, but sometimes you end up accidentally becoming a Claw deck when you didn't intend to be a Claw deck. And you just gotta be prepared for that. You don't want to be caught out being a Claw deck when you didn't think you were a Claw deck. We're a Claw deck. Stop giving me max HP! Now you're just having a laugh. What are you doing? I don't need all of that. Let's upgrade Feral so we can play it. Okay, I'm gonna... No, I do have an elite on this path, so I'm not gonna fish. I was gonna fish for additional defense that turn, but I'm gonna be resting in the next base anyway. Claw's literally the bottom card in the deck, by the way. Uproar, Focus Strike, Gunk Up. Nope. I could see maybe Focus Strike. Rest for 30 HP, as well as 5 more max HP. Some characters don't have more than 54 max HP to start with. I'm thinking of Necrobinder, who's taken the early HP trade. Feral Focus Strike. Definitely Zap Glacier. Oof. It's probably going to be colorless for defense. Yeah, right now. It's probably better being Mayhem for an additional card played each turn then. Okay. Two defends, drop the Focus Strike for additional defense and lightning damage. Hotfix, defend, dual cast. Okay, almost fully defended as well. And I think we just get Claw next turn, but also Stone Calendar. Yeah. Stone Calendar was getting close to finishing the fight for us as well. Pen Nib as well. Interesting. Shadow Shield, Compile Driver, and Tempest. I feel like there's enough reason still to take a copy of Tempest. We might be able to make some use of Voltaic, because ideally it only requires 2 turns worth of our time for Voltaic to be really good, right? Like 1 Tempest turn and 1 Voltaic turn. If we get enough control over our energy, that isn't too much to ask. I'm glad that that took out the backliner. Saved us some HP I didn't want to lose. Refract, Hotfix, Compile Driver. I'm not against taking Refract here. Gives us some AoE solution that we otherwise don't have. Definitely underscores that we need to rest here as well. So what I rest? How many times did I rest? 3 times? That's fine. I got 15 max HP out of it, so it was still justified. I mean, I did legitimately take the more aggressive path with the understanding that even if I rest, the Stone Humidifier is still giving me value from those rests. I'm not... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all to just want to pop Heart of Iron turn 1 here. Focus Strike. Let's just drop... Tempest. I mean, it would have been Zap Tempest, but it's literally the exact same. Feral Defense Strike. Double damage on our next strike. Probably going to be a Claw. Ooh, no it's not. Actually, I really need to play that Glacier Defense. So it will be a Claw. So Tempest would evoke for 8 and then deal 9 after the fact, which is 17. So that would split the enemy. As well as set up for Voltaic to be much more potent. There it is. Yeah, I think I just have to play Voltaic. It's the most impactful thing I can do this turn. We also dropped the Stone Calendar on them there. And finish them off with a strike. Power Potion, Ice Lance, Reboot, and Trash to Treasure. Reboot? Reboot literally just for card draw and reroll? Cracked Core with Infused Core. That puts 3 lightning on the board immediately, which is pretty good for the Voltaic. But the Voltaic only upgrades to become 3 costs without exhaust. Luminescence makes, you know, our first X cost easier to play. 15 cards from the Silent. Number of those will be rares as well. I feel like 15 cards from the Silent, including the fact that we'll have some access to Weaken. Ooh. Ooh, hold up. Outbreak and Noxious Fumes are both here. That's good AoE, but do I want that as my... No. That's... No. If I could get more copies afterwards, maybe, but no. Feels like backflip, deflects, calculated gamble to slide through the deck for the first cycle. I have no other repeatable discard triggers, so I can't, you know, start triggering Sly. Bullet Time will often help me play, like, a lot of cards, though. So okay, let's go Bullet Time. Backflip. Calculated gamble. I don't feel like Assassinate is really appropriate for us. Would Feral be able to return an exhausted Assassinate to my hand? I think it would, actually. But that's just not the style of deck we're playing. Damn, I really wish more of these cards seemed good for us here. Alas. I gotta get rid of that Writhe. Managed to throw the claw down a couple times there. Finish off the fight. Take a copy of Refracts. I do like the idea of chill. Yeah, good defense in an AoE, also 0 costs. Hologram not bad with the claw. Give me chill first. I feel like Stone Calendar actually works really well with us, because I am pretty slow. But if I can get 2, I would prefer to be faster. Yeah, Juzu Bracelet, enemy encounters are no longer in question mark rooms, as well as just 9 damage to all enemies at the start of the fight. Oh my god. Yes, please. Ooh. Enlightenment? That Enlightenment 0 costs Refract, Bullet Time, Voltaic, Glacier. Yeah, give me 2 copies of Enlightenment in this deck, please. Enlightenment. Now Glacier is 0 costs. I can play out a full defensive hand here, where otherwise I would have had to take 3 damage. Feral, Claw, Focus Strike, Strike, Strike. Get me back to my feral nature. Thunder, cool-headed boost away. Single copy of Thunder still makes sense in this deck if I've got that voltaic situation going on. Alright, let's use Swiftbot, because this hand otherwise is doing nothing. Backlit first. Enlightenment makes Glacier cheaper. Okay. Hotfix. Zap, reboot. Perfect. Claw, focus strike, claw, strike, strike. Best defense I can get this turn is a single defend and then double Tempest in order to evoke those two Frost Orbs at the front of our line. Hey! Enlightenment puts Voltaic down to 0. Push that. Dual casts. Voltaic for 5 lightning. Best I can do that turn. Focus strike, go for the eyes in darkness. I'll take my go for the eyes now. The annoying thing is there's so many cards in this deck that I desperately want to upgrade, but I'm now stuck in this cycle where I have to rest in order to continue playing because our defense is so bad that we require it. Feral, I'm going to go for the eyes twice here to have you preemptively weakened for the next turn. 12 incoming damage as a result. I feel like that backlit would cause me to take so much damage it wouldn't even be worth it. Hotfix, Chill, and Glacier. Strike out there. Yeah, being able to defend via sources that are not natural block card, really important here. Enlightenment gives us the ability to cast Refract. Strike, strike. That block wouldn't help. However, throwing this Fire Potion will. GG. Explosive. Ampule, deal 10 damage to all enemies. I do think Tesla Coil makes some sense in this deck as well, but really, where is our defense? I keep asking, where's our defense, and then doing everything except for drafting defense. My defense right now is literally going to the rest sites and hitting rest. It's not going to be enough for long. I don't think I have to look in that power potion yet. Explosive Ampule is almost certainly getting dropped this fight, though. Reboot gave us a whole new hand to play there. Oh, perfect. Get him with the bullet time. I think the annoying thing about this is bullet time gives Refract 0 cost, but once it bounces back to my hand after being played, it's no longer 0 cost, but this says all cards in your hand are free to play this turn. There's a lot of things that say it's free to play this turn, and they only mean it's free to play next time this turn. But this one's kind of annoying. I should make sure to play something that actually bounces back with use to my hand. So otherwise it would be a little frustrating. Drop the explosive potion as well, and then finish him off. Ollie Smooth Stone, Leap, Adaptive Strike, and Gunk Up. I legitimately believe the upgraded Leap here is exactly what I need. 12 block. It says 12 block, and I need 12 block. Before we start getting to the elite fight, I'm going to need Bullet Time upgraded so that I can afford to draw before I play it. I'm going to need Voltaic upgraded so that I can afford to win the fight with it. And I'm going to need at least one Enlightenment upgraded so that I can reduce the card's costs permanently for the fight. Take Writhe out after removing a card, then also Skim for the additional card draw. Scrape is available here, but I feel like Heart of Iron for defense is what I'm going to need. I'm going to drop Heart of Iron right now, actually. Save 7 damage on that previous turn, 6 damage on this turn. Oh boy. Another 4 damage saved here. Okay, we triggered Tesla Coil a couple times there. I'm gonna reboot. Dang. I was hoping to draw something that really would have changed our fate. From taking damage that turn to not. Venerable T-Set. Another copy of Feral, Glasswork, and Sweeping Beam. I'm going to take Glasswork because it says block. I'm going to rest. But, goddamn, so much HP. I'll potion our way through this fight. Channel Glass at the top of each turn. I think it's probably going to be the most useful there for us. Claw, Glacier, Strike. So we've got a bunch of Glaciers out on the field. Disintegration. I mean, Refractor's decent damage, but, like, I think I'm much better served by digging deeper into the deck. Oh my god. Well, here we are, deeper into the deck. We found both of our Enlightenments, and nothing to enlighten. At least we got a Claw to bounce back to hand. So as long as we keep the Claw scaling consistent, that's pretty good at least. Thunder, Tempests, Tesla Coil, Tesla Coil. Yeah, I'm getting a very strong sense of we're dead. Double Claw Skim first. Get the ice and reboot our hand. It's got to be damaged because I can't lower the amount of cards I play each turn. Yeah. We're just not going to be able to put up the damage for this. It would have required... It would have required getting Enlightenment alongside some of our more expensive cards a little bit earlier. And then cycling back to those. But I think the deck is too thick to be able to cycle back with those... to those, rather, with any consistency like that. Yeah. I think trying to support both the Voltaic voltaic and expensive cards and Thunder and all of that and Tesla Coil, etc. I think trying to support all of that as well as Feral Claw situation was too much. The mistake I made effectively was here. As soon as I took that Tempest and started focusing more on taking additional high cost things and additional orbs, additional things for reducing high cost, like, it became very vulnerable. If the deck was only the high costs and then Enlightenment, absolutely go straight down that line, Raps. But because it was both, like, and they're like super anti-synergistic with one another as well. Like, half of the deck is high cost, half of the deck is low cost. The synergy between those is you can play high cost and low cost cards on the same turn. Outside of that, everything that benefits low cost cards doesn't benefit high cost cards. Everything that benefits high cost cards doesn't benefit low cost cards. I could see like a copy of Turbo, certainly. Ooh, Niao's Bones. Let's get an injury in this deck. I mean, how much do I have to care about the Hyper Beam if I don't care about the Hyper Beam? It's really good AoE damage. Oh god. If I take Hyper Beam and then just go super aggressive with it, and then ignore... I would have to ignore Orbs, because I would go super thin and then cycle back to Hyper Beam. I'm going to use that. Cut the injury that we just got. Get a ride instead. Hell yeah! Oh, it looks good. Hotfix, yes please. I would love to turn this into something also related to Orb. 1, 2, 3. I am intending to hunt 3 elites this floor. That's when you take the sword. $28 damage is nice, but you know what's even better than 28 damage? Oh my god. I'm gonna keep that 2 defense that I... 2 damage that I failed to block there. Charge battery. Yes, please. Oh my god. Please, you have to let me draw it. Please. Smokestack. Whenever you create a status, deal 5 damage to all enemies. Yeah. Amethyst Aubergine. Every time you defeat an enemy, gain 15 additional gold. Oh my god, Compacted's gonna be so good here. Let alone Hyper Beam. That said, saving as much HP as we can is also gonna be really important. I'm gonna fish oil this fight. Uh-huh. Come on, Hyper Beam now. Ooh, Compact is okay as well. Come on. Let me finish the fight with Hyper Beam right now. There it is. Whee! Sturdy Clamp. Up to 10 block persist between turns. I love that. Fusion. That doesn't care how much focus I have. Fusion still gives you 1 energy regardless. I'll rest here. Defend Zap Strike. Charge battery into Hyper Beam. Fusion dual cast defense strike. This next Hyper Beam is going to be annoying as well. defend, defend, strike, strike. Defend, defend, defend. Dual cast. Oh boy. Defend, strike, strike. Hyper beam for 36. Exactly enough. Blood vial? Boy. Momentum strike, claw, and double energy. I don't think those are what we need. I think I need, like, boost away and... Ooh, Eternal Feather every time you enter a rest site. Heal for 3 HP for every 5 cards in your deck. That's so big for us. I need the Hyper Beam upgraded as well. I think I really want something that works with Compact and Smokestack, really. I think I'm looking for some sort of status grading card from our character. Happily, Turbo fits that role. Mazzel's Gift will also be really good in the boss fight if I need it. Pretty scary to get to this turn and have no defense against that at all. Thankfully, Hyper Beam is as close to the top as it possibly could be after that. Creative AI, Barrage, Momentum Strike. These are unlikely to be that good for me. Dual cast and Hyper Beam finishes the fight for us. Stable Serum? Definitely boot sequence. Sturdy Clamp just keeps its block for an additional turn if I need it. I suspect I'm actually better off with the Liquid Bronze for this upcoming fight. I would love to take an upgrade here instead of something else. And ideally, it's an upgrade for something defensive. And I'll use Mazzelith's Gift in this fight. I don't think I have to use the Thorns. Should I play Smokestack? It's 5 damage AoE next turn, but it's only 5 damage AoE next turn. Compact through the void. Beautiful. Strike and Hyper Beam takes it down to a fight just between me and the Kin Priest. Now here's the thing, because I don't have orbs, my defense is entirely ruled by the consistency of how well we can upkeep our Sturdy Clamp. We need to have 10 invested to block on the turn after the turn current at all times. Anyway, we now only have 1. And 18 damage is incoming. But thankfully, we got a good restock of block right there. Beautiful. Finish him off with the Hyper Beam. Flat Cannon. 1,000 times it's Flat Cannon, right? And we just keep putting more and more statuses into the deck. 15 cards from Ironclad. Interesting. Let's have a quick look at the Ironclad cards. I don't think there's anything here I'm desperate for, but maybe? No. I mean, as always, there's good cards in there, but I don't think there's anything that's, like, especially ridiculous with our deck. Closest would be maybe double tap on Hyper Beam, but that's not even, like, a boss solution. I think I take Driftwood for the reroll here, and I think the primary reason I take that is so that I have the ability to fish for exactly the cards I keep talking about. Because, like, the deck is very, very powerful. If I find a couple copies of things that will help work with our status sub-theme. So give me Driftwood. We'll take this 3 upgrade late elite line. So it's a very, very safe line. Oh, no. I need to go 2 elite. Fine. Ugh. I miss out on a rest as a result of that. But taking 2 elites will give us the Sword of Jade. So we'll get 3 additional strength from that, which matters a lot. Tough. Am I gonna have enough damage to get my smokestack back? God damn, the answer is no. Fine, I don't need smokestack. Like, literally, the Hyper Beam solves our AoE. It's the Flat Cannon solves our... The smokestack is more setup I don't need in this deck. Let's reroll. I mean, if the cool... No, cool-headed bad still. Scavenge? Scavenge isn't awful. I like maybe a single copy. I don't think I take it, though. That's powers to AoE, isn't it? I don't have any of those. Said it's not like the additional money is going to help us that much. I'll still take it because I might be able to get... Oh, a second extra shot. Never mind. Helps us a huge amount now. Definitely Anchor for 10 block on turn 1. Enchant attacks with sharp 3. I could put that on Flat Cannon. It's not bad. Definitely cut the Writhe, take the Anchor. I think those 2 and then leave. Leaving myself open to the next shop also being really helpful. Maybe having a skill that's more relevant to us. Parrying Shield could be okay for us. So could Equilibrium. But I'm saying that that next shop is likely to be better. Dual Cast gives us a lot of energy to be fighting with this turn. Oh no, I should have defended. Dude. Oh, I love when my mistakes don't cost me anything. It's just an example of a thing that I love. Anyway, here's my mistake costing me something. Hailstorm, no. Boost away, yes. 6 block and a daze into your discard pile. I would love that. I mean, ideally I'm still looking for overclock. Something like that. Bolus will do significant damage. Also really like the card removal. Yeah. Don't think I need any of the rest of those as much as I need to not have that. Let's drop the liquid bronze. This is exactly the fight I was thinking about ahead of time, by the way. Yeah, I'm okay adding a strike to the draw pile, especially because we've got a status that exhausts all of them. Sorry, a card that will. Mm-hmm. I think I'm better off not using flat cannon yet. Defend. Okay, hyper beam. No more attacking this turn. And then the draw pile. Oh my god, we did get down to the compact. That's all I needed. Two costs. Hyper beam, zap, turbo. Flat cannon finishes the fight. Strawberry, even more max HP. Do I dare take another turbo? I feel like that doesn't help us. Charge battery beam cell subroutine. I can definitely see how beam cell having the ability to set up vulnerability is useful enough for us to take it. Remove 2 strikes to add a strike. Again, yeah, single target damage. Regal Pillow, huge right before I go to a rest site and rest there. All right, we're about to get our 3 additional strength as well. Maybe I don't cast Hyper Beam to open this. No, I really should. I don't think I need to gamble. The flat cannon just hits the front line 2 times right now. I think I go for the defense. Unfortunately, taking 16 as a result. Beam cell, hyper beam, and that big old strike there. I don't have lethal. Sadly. Maybe the flat cannon could have changed that if I played it earlier. Oops. Boost away, hologram scrape. Turbo subroutine. Go over the eyes. I'll take another turbo, but I'm not loving it. Beam Cell needs an upgrade for a second turn of vulnerability if I want to be consistent against anything. Here's probably where I want to use my power potion. Oh, no, wait, I've got the Raps. Of course not. You got a Hyper Beam, bud. That's for this fight. This is where that's is. You can consider the weak part, but maybe not. Okay. Okay, buddy, I know you're having a nap there. I'm gonna have to move you. Sorry. Sorry. Down. Down. No. Ugh. I had my legs cross-legged under him for now maybe 2 hours. I'm starting to lose feeling in the breadth of my foot. Alright. Hyper Beam! Good damage here. Gotta do it. And defend. Good defend here. Gotta defend it. Worst targeting available. Failing to take any single unit off of the board. I was very much hoping to take out that frontliner with the flat cannon this time. Well, welcome back to the flat cannon. Unfortunately, that's not what I need now. $27 and 9 is 35. We're alive, but barely. Okay, well, at some point the game is just being mean. Is it before or after I relied entirely on getting a Hyper Beam? It's not gonna do it. To be fair, the ship was springing a leak, and it was pretty obvious by the time we got to the slumber party. The deck exclusively had Hyper Beam. I was looking to try and set up a secondary win condition and a scaling win condition with Flat Cannon, but I think I really would have needed additional support for that. 2 copies of Turbo and a copy of Boost Away is not how you slide through a full deck generating a bunch of status cards. Ideal outcomes would have been mostly cards from the uncommon set, unfortunately. So Overclock giving us card draw as well as statuses, both of those being positives for us in that world. Fight Through giving us 2 statuses as well as a large amount of block. Also really would have been really, really handy there. Skim, just for straight up card draw alongside the turbos that we already had in the deck, also would have been really, really useful. I'm not even going to bother considering the rares because, you know, you just take what you can and use those. But I do think some additional support in those ways would have been really nice. Gunk Up also probably would have been a card that I would have taken. It's good single target damage, and especially after we get the Jade, so as soon as we manage to defeat the second elite that floor, the one that we died to, as soon as we manage to get that Jade Blade, the Gunk Up becomes really respectable damage, doing a solid 7x4. Sorry, 7x3, rather. 21 single target, as well as the Slime to the discard pile, which works for all of your status stuff. I maybe could have snuck another copy of Boost Away in there, but again, it came down to if I wanted another copy of Boost Away, I needed both. I needed additional draw support via either Overclock or Skim that we just did not have. Damn. I just wanted it. All I wanted is I wanted it. Alas. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. The name of my furry little lap warmer, it sounds like a euphemism, it's a dog, has been Huey. It's my family's dog is going back to them soon. It's been lovely to be recording with the dog. The rest of the recordings will be less warmed.